are not one soul. We are many.
What is up, students? My name is Zadarkus, and today I'm going to give you my thoughts about the new release champion Illaoi. I've been playing her and against her in most every game. As you all know, a new champion is released, everybody wants to play her. So I took her for a spin in a couple of games as a top laner. I'm gonna also talk about her as a support, but let's start by focusing as a top laner, as I do see her being played as such in most situations in the future. Now, Illaoi is a pretty unique champion thanks to her passive with the tentacles, and is mostly a bruiser but with insane amounts of damage output. I would mostly call it burst. Her DPS is not that high, but her burst is pretty insane once you hit people with the tentacles or you have your ultimate activated, as you can just see now in the footage. Me alone dealing a massive amount of damage to the enemy, cleaning them up really fast, and then me, Olaf and me taking out the rest of them. Illaoi, as she stands, I'm going to cut the shitty chat here and go direct to the point. She is a little bit broken, to be honest. It's really easy to start snowballing with her, and by still being able to build defensive items on her, in most cases you can still take the entire team by yourself almost, or at least 3 guys by yourself if you are winning and snowballing a little bit. We know that if somebody snowballs that they can mostly take on the enemy by themselves, but not to this degree, not to this point, as in most cases you will sacrifice defensive items to get your damage up. Not with Illaoi though. As long as you have a Titanic Hydra and maybe a Black Cleaver, you can go all defensive. You can go to Dead Man's Plate, Randuin, Spirit Visage, and just stomp the enemy. As you can see during the footage, I'm playing against a Riven in most cases, and other times against other of their team, and it is just way too easy to stomp her. You can, during the laning phase, poke her with your Q. If you want to be a little bit safer, try to grab her soul with your E. Transfer some damage to her with it. If your teammate's coming to gank, you activate your E first, and if she goes out of range, the slow you will proc on her will be really easy for your jungle to catch up, and that way secure the kill or force a flash. The passive by itself in the top lane and in the bot lane is really annoying to deal with, as you have a long wall on the left side in the top lane or on the right side in the bot lane for your tentacles to spawn. I mean, it's a really big pain in the ass to deal with, and I don't know how it will stay. I believe Riot will have to nerf her in some way. I'm just not sure how, if they're going to increase the cooldown of the passive or the overall damage of the tentacles that stand up to 160% of your total attack damage. Maybe they will make the tentacles damage be based on your bonus attack damage, or just lower the values, the percentage of your total attack damage, because as it stands they just deal massive amounts of damage. Maybe also they'll just reduce a little bit the damage of your Q or the overall starting stats of your champion and the way she levels up. When playing against her as a support, she doesn't really need to do much. She can just keep building defensive items, supportive items, and be a pain in the ass to deal with. The same strategy goes as in the top lane. If your jungler is coming to gank, you just try to grab the soul and either destroy it, or the enemy will get a pretty massive slow if they get out of the range, helping you secure the kill in the gank. And since she doesn't by herself need that much of offensive items to do a good amount of damage, Once she hits 6 and all-in fight goes in, if she activates her ulti and starts spamming her W with the 2 seconds cooldown, she can mostly take the fight by herself, as you will have a really hard time killing her. I don't know what is to be done with her, but as she stands, I would suggest you ban her if you're going to play ranked. I know it's preseason, the borders and all the things have been already given out, but as you may know, your MMR will still count for the point that they will reset it and you will do the placements again. So yeah, if you're going to play ranked, I would strongly suggest that you will ban her out. She is fun to play, to be honest. It's different, it's fresh, it's pretty unique the way she is played. But it's you who has fun playing her. If you're playing against her, well, that's not as fun as we may expect. So I would suggest either picking her as a support or as a top lane, because she is a pretty good support, a pretty decent support, to be honest here. But if you're not picking her or someone in your team is picking her, don't let the enemy pick her, because she can stomp and snowball the game by herself. So I'm pretty sure she will get nerfed somehow, she will get changed, but until then, yeah, stay away from her. My name has been Zadarkus, and this is what I think about Illaoi. Thank you for watching, and I'll be seeing you pretty soon with a new one. See ya.